All right, but speaking of all the things I missed out on 2025, we have a video that can basically just help me with all the 2025 stuff. I'm not gonna lie, the streamer awards, phase, all that stuff. What else did I really miss out on? I don't know. That's why we're gonna watch this video. This video is revisiting all of the 2025 streaming drama. This is a 25-minute video. Oh my god. All right.
Really been a wild year for the world of content creation. All year long, there's been something going on within the community, and this all started back in January of 2025 when Drake put out a lawsuit against a lot of streamers who reacted to the Kendrick Lamar diss track in a positive light.
This Drake them snitched on the reaction community. It's no way. It's no way you got us in this case, dog. Oh, this gotta be the softest nigga ever, dog. Man, hey, Drake, you ain't hip-hop, bro. It's no way. You a great artist. I give you that all day long. I promise you. Can't take that from you. But, bro, you got to be the softest in the history of Earth.
And then after that, January remained full of surprises as Fousey kicked off his rap career.
Wait, what was that was at the beginning of this year? Like, the Kendrick and Drake beef was still going on in January 2025? Bro, that shit was so... I don't even remember it. I don't remember it all in 2025. That shit just felt like 2024, and then it just ended there.
Dropping some of the worst music of all time and even dissing the entire community.
They don't like the truth because I be stating facts.
I watched this.
They say it's killer, we killed it. I'm okay with that. Don't call me by no bitch if she ain't top 10. I've been somewhere overseas making content.
Wait, why he said content like that? You feel me?
Does he still make music?
Said content.
Well, no, hold on. Does Fousey still make music? Fousey music. It was like a whole nother alias he did.
Hey, just for me to come and touch a Nino state. Hey.
Okay, so there's a reason why we haven't heard from this guy in so long. I get it. I get it. You know, taking a hiatus is good for the mental health and everything. I would understand.
About no bitch if she ain't top 10. I've been somewhere overseas making content.
Wait, why he said content like that? You feel me? But I said content.
Content.
I feel it though, like I feel the vision though, like.
But even though all of that was going on, a person that saw a lot of success in the month of January was no other than Black Boy Max. He was going crazy within the music industry, and we all know once you start getting popular, that comes with a little bit of drama as well. And that's how Max kind of found himself within like a forced beef with Little TJ and Fabio Foreign after telling them that they couldn't smoke within his Airbnb. Also within this whole month for Black Boy Max, he also started doing some collabs with Julian Newman. He was playing basketball on a lot of Max's streams throughout the month, and Julian would also find himself in some beef with a rapper after trying to fight him during a basketball game that was taking place live on stream. Now on to February. February was kind of a dry month for the streaming community. There wasn't a lot going on other than the Shay getting canceled on Twitter and being banned on stream for literally
Why is this nigga
on Twitter and being banned on stream for literally just being too freaky. Other than that, nothing much happened. It was a very interesting month for me because I dropped a video about some creator faking his content and ruining his entire career. And then like a day later, I think it was Valentine's Day, I got DMs for that creator threatening to sue me. So it was definitely an interesting month. But things really started to pick up a bit in March when DDG really started taking his streaming career seriously. And once he really locked in, he did start seeing a lot of growth, but he did get a lot of hate on social media at the time because he was always around the most popular creators there were. There was a bunch of Solominati clips starting to resurface online of him calling DDG like an opportunist, saying that he just spawns around the most lit person.
DDG, you can't create content alone. So you gotta ask yourself, how do he create content? He leech off people that's popping.
Now, April is where 2025 really began to get lit for the world of streaming because this is the month where Kai bought a house for all of his friends, which later became known as the Clover House. And after getting this house, they started off with a bang on Twitch. All of the members were going crazy. In fact, they were doing so well that creators like SQC thought they were view botting. Also around this time, we had Marlon starting to blow up on Twitch as well. He started his career a few months earlier, but he really started seeing real success around.
Would you be happy if you stayed where you... you are in life and job forever? If the answer is yes, then this video is not for you. But if you want to find
in the month of April, he almost started seeing this success overnight. I remember I even dropped a video about him calling him like an industry plant because he literally came out of nowhere, and now 8 months later he's still doing great. So shout out to Marlon. And I would say the funniest part of the whole month was the Ashton Hall workout routine starting to blow up. He was going viral all over social media for people literally clowning his morning routine. Now on to May. May may have just been the craziest month of the year, probably outside of December, which we'll get to a bit later, but there was really a lot going on.
This is the stuff I really don't remember at all.
May. To start, one of my goats of the community by the name of Solominati finally returned to Twitch after years of not streaming, which was great for the community because he instantly started going crazy. Not to mention, this was also the month that Kai launched Streamers University, which he initially got a lot of backlash on social media for, but it ended up being one of the biggest events that streaming has ever seen, and it definitely helped a lot of people out the way that he thought it would. And speaking of Streamers University, it's almost like we can't mention Streamers University without mentioning one creator by the name of Zoe Spencer, who received hate all over the internet all throughout the month of May, and really all of this hate stemmed from her simply not getting an invite to Streamers University, which led to her crying and throwing people under the bus on her own live stream.
It feels so like it's when it feels personal, you know, like it's when you want to hurt somebody or you just try, like it's different when it's like it's like handpicked and it's just so spiteful. That's how I feel.
I didn't cry when I didn't get in. I don't really care. I didn't really care. It didn't really matter like that. But, you know, I don't really think it matters. You know, you just didn't get picked. I get it, they're friends and everything, but
I
like...
saw Zeddy up there.
Oh, shit.
And Zeddy's not a streamer. Zeddy streams with me. And then he just, you know, he streams with people when they call him.
Hey, fuck
That's
Zeddy.
when I knew, like, damn. I don't know what I did.
You dropping names. Zeddy, you picking him?
Now, this even led to her
but
getting into a beef with Solominati, who returned a little earlier in the month.
Every male she streamed with, she has to make him feel uncomfortable. Bro, can you do content without humiliating this? Seriously, can you?
Ain't this the person that was farting? Wait, wasn't Zoe farting around, nigga?
Start to calm down just a bit within the community, but you guys know there's always going to be a little bit of drama going on. I don't know if you guys really remember or not. It seems like everyone forgot, but like back around this time there were some weird vibes going on with Phantom and the rest of AMP. He kept posting a bunch of cryptic messages all over his social media accounts. He wasn't really around the other members of AMP much, but as time went on, I guess they figured it all out internally and everyone kind of forgot about it.
That is very true. I'm not gonna lie, what happened to this? I remember seeing this shit and just thinking, why? And a couple of weeks pass, couple months pass, ain't shit was said about this. This just kind of happened and it went away. Which, I mean, hey, shit. WAMP for making shit go away, but like, I don't know. Ain't this a little strange? Ain't this a little? I don't know. Maybe am I fishing for something? Probably. Maybe, my bad. I'm just trying to get a clip off. I'm trying to get a clip off.
The drama didn't end there at all, especially for DDG, as he ended up in a bit more serious drama. In fact, it was legal drama with the mother of his child, and as a result of that, only more drama ended up coming DDG's way, as he ended up in a serious beef with Reggie to start July. So when July kicked off, it was just a lot of drama going on with the DDG and Reggie beef, and eventually, as it went on, it started getting pretty serious pretty quickly, as Reggie kept mentioning the legal situation that was going on between DDG and the mother of his child, and that's something that DDG took very seriously, and as a result of that, he went on to diss Reggie's deceased father.
You worried about me, gang? I ain't gonna lie, bro. You gotta live with this shit for the rest of your life. Like, you gotta live with this for the rest of your life, my nigga. The Shade Room posted this. You try to get on stream and act like you ain't see that shit. That's why I'm scared to have a baby. Your baby mom is with you for life. Like, that's your family. You can say whatever you want about me, gang. You gotta live with this for the rest of your life. These are decisions that you made, bro, that you gotta live with for the rest of your life, gang. Like, you always gotta wake up and think, like, damn, my baby mom really with another
said something. He was like, where your such and such is at? And I'm like, yeah, that's a weird ass question. I wish I could ask your daddy the same. What time is? I gotta see the reservation. Is it? You know what time the reservation is?
I think like 11.
What time?
This shit was out of control. This shit was personal. Wait.
10:20.
Oh, 10:20. Yeah, all right, bet. Cool.
Now, I didn't
This
think
is
that
real life,
beef was
man.
ever going to come to an end, but it did eventually die down. They ended up making up like a month later, but the drama didn't really die.
I want to get into an internet beef. I don't know if that's crazy to say. I want to get into an internet beef. Maybe not like this. Maybe not as crazy as this, but I want to get into an internet beef. I want to say, I've always watched niggas beef online, but I never was a part of the same. I never was a part of it. I want to get a part of it just to see what it's like. And plus, it can't be different from real life beef, can it? Like, you just arguing with people over a computer screen.
Out for everyone because Kai finally went live and told the world why he stopped collabing with Aiden Ross as much as he used to.
Tav is a white man, by the way. He proceeds to say, from Nike to McDonald's, but bro, keep it real, bro. A chicken Big Mac, a chicken Big Mac. He on my phone calling me the N-word at 4 a.m. in the morning. You supposed to be a manager and you, what's up with you? I'm not in the mental state to be in front of your. As soon as a of color hop onto the stream, it's straight watermelon and gorillas. I watch Aiden streams a lot. Aiden.
Now, speaking of Aiden, he has some more drama going on with other people outside of Kai Cenat, such as FaZe Banks, and their whole beef started after some DMs have gotten leaked of Banks basically blaming Aiden for a pump and dump crypto scheme. And as a result of that, Banks started getting all types of backlash on social media. He started getting a bunch of hate, and that ultimately led to him stepping down as the CEO of FaZe Clan. And heading into August, unfortunately, things didn't get better for FaZe at all, as Blackboy Max randomly announced his departure from the clan via social media. And this was a very random thing. No one really expected it at the time. No one knew the reason why at the time, but he originally stated it was because he just wanted to focus on himself and build his own personal brand.
I don't own FaZe. I don't own FaZe, gang. No ownership. I want to build something. If you're pussy hurt because you're mad that I want to build something for myself, sorry, I don't know what to tell you, because I'm still gonna do it. And I'm gonna make this 5-star shit the biggest shit ever. And me, the biggest shit ever. That don't mean I don't f with these. Don't mean I won't f with these. That don't mean I won't do shit with these. I love them. They're my boys. But at the end of the day, bro, I'm gonna do what I feel is right for me.
Who would have ever thought this?
And then when you see this shit work out down the line, you'll see what I mean. That's all I'm gonna say.
As the month continued, Brodie also ruined his whole streaming career. I don't even know how he's doing.
Did Max ever say why he left though? I don't think he ever said
fine.
why.
But he was receiving a lot of hate in August because he had recorded himself getting into a heated back and forth argument with a Starbucks employee after the employee simply asked him to just not film in the store as it was against policy, and for whatever reason he didn't want to turn off his cameras. But literally just 2 weeks later, he would end up getting into a more serious altercation with a Starbucks employee after refusing to obey the store policy and not film in the store.
I honestly think you just wasted like 10 minutes of both of our time. I'm sure you don't care because you're getting paid regardless, but I don't. So I would appreciate it if I could just place an order.
Yeah, you know, again, like I said, initially I would have been willing to do that if you had stopped recording, but...
I know, but my job, just like your job, is just, you know, whatever your job is, my job is to be recorded. Like I record my life. That's my job. It's my career. It's what I get paid for. So I'm just trying to do my job just like you are. Yeah. And if you had given me a reason for why the policy is enforced, I would have put the camera down. But you just said, oh, I don't know. It's just a policy.
Even though there was a lot
How do we feel about IRL streaming? Because honestly, I think IRL streaming has become more of a problem. Because why the fuck do you feel like you need to explain yourself to them?
In August, it was
like if it's that big of a problem, then just don't record or just go somewhere else. It can't be this big of a problem.
Two of the biggest streamers in the world, like Kai Cenat and Actual Speed, didn't really go live much at all during August. The both of them were on some type of streaming hiatus, but they did return towards the end of the month with very big announcements, such as the Mafiathon 3 and the Speed Does America tour. So now we're in September, and of course, September was a great month for both Kai Cenat and Actual Speed, as Kai hit over 1 million subs on Twitch with the Mafiathon, and even got his hair cut by LeBron James. Speaking of LeBron, on the damn recording, this is LeBron's birthday, so I just want to say happy birthday to the GOAT. But anyway, Speed also had a great month with his tour. He got to happily tour the entire country. He went to most of the major cities and just had a good time with everyone the same way that he always does everywhere that he goes. But outside of the two GOATs just being the GOATs, of course we couldn't get through a single month without some type of drama within the community. And this time it was kind of a more random beef because it was between Ronnie 2K and Flight React. This game and this time it was kind of a more random beef because it was between
this nigga needs to get fucking locked up. I don't know why am I seeing this nigga on my screen? I know he's about to explain why, but no. He should not be on my fucking screen, dude. Chat, I don't stream 2K. I never will. The game is terrible, but this nigga is a VC demon. I fucking hate Ronnie 2K. I fucking hate Ronnie 2K. I hate him.
Between Ronnie 2K and Flight React. This game
nigga robbed me my VC. He made my player builds trash.
Shortly after 2K26 had released, and I guess Ronnie was feeling a little bit big-headed because people enjoyed the game for the first 3 days. By the way, it's pretty terrible now because they don't ban cheaters, but anyways, Ronnie was feeling kind of big-headed, and while doing this,
and they let fades go, and you can't play defense, and you can't guard in the paint, and niggas need to shoot over you even though you put your hand up.
With Aiden Ross, Ronnie would take
and niggas took away your VC. At the beginning of the year, you could earn tens of thousands of VC from playing just a few games, but now you can only earn about like what 4,000 by playing a lot of games.
Without him, Flight Reacts would be nothing.
Bro, Ronnie, I want to get you on Flight together, bro. That's gotta happen, bro. One day.
I'm happy to do it.
I know.
But it's sort of his entire existence, though, right?
What do you mean?
Isn't his entire like identity to hate me? So like if he doesn't hate me, then what is he?
That's a crazy statement.
Nah, I feel like
I'm happy to.
I don't feel like his whole thing is just hating, bashing, 2K.
What I'm saying is if he didn't bash 2K or me or Mike or whoever, what would his social identity be?
That's a crazy statement. I never heard this.
Flight, he's just the slip. I don't know. Flight's, in my opinion, Flight my top 3.
What if you can create? That's a crazy fucking statement. I never knew he said that shit. Wait, hold on. Bro, his whole identity, the reason why he feels that way is because that's all he hears from Flight. That's exactly the reason why Ronnie feels. Oh wait, hold on. He's got a response. Actually, let me move my shit out the way. Real quick.
Flight's, in my opinion, Flight my top 3.
Bro, when he's saying shit and they trying so hard to like be like these, like to get the nigga that they talking to agree, like, hey, don't you agree with me? Ain't I cooking right now? Bro, Aiden is not agreeing with you, bro. Nobody's agreeing with you, Ronald. Without 2K, Flight will still be Flight.
Facts.
Without 2K, what's Ronnie gonna do? Watch your motherfucking mouth. You literally just disrespected my 14, 15 years of existence on this YouTube and streaming shit. Watch your motherfucking mouth, Ronald. You add a few new features in 2K that should have been in the motherfucking game for the last 5 years that the community been complaining about, and you're talking different. Humble yourself, nigga.
Other than that, we also had
That's fucking facts. This nigga is so trash. Wait, hold on. But let me say this. Let me say this. The reason why he feels this way is because he only sees when Flight talks shit about 2K. He only sees whenever Flight says something bad about 2K because the game is not good. The only people that are saying that the game is good are fucking 10-year-olds that fucking dex and that run screens all fucking game and just shoot over people even though your hand is right there. But let me say this. 2K is so lucky. I know this is not a video about 2K, but 2K is so lucky that they even have people that still play that game. If it was not because of because if they actually made a good game, do you not know how many people would be playing it? Do you not know how many people will actually want to play it? Because right now, all they're doing is just trying to get as much money as they can from the people that do play it. But if they actually made the game good, people like Kai, like Speed, like Aiden, like even Jinxie, Queso, they would have never stopped streaming that game. And guess what? Those are top 5 of some of the biggest streamers in the world. And those guys would have been playing your game. But guess what? You wanted to make more VC from the 3-year-olds as opposed to actually have a good game. That's why people like Flight are hating. That's why. But I don't know. Off topic. No, fuck that shit. I get to say whatever I want. It's my video.
More drama
I
between
apologize
two
for it.
OG FaZe members, and this drama was a little bit more serious. There were some serious accusations being tossed. This came after FaZe Rain revealed on social media that he ultimately left FaZe Clan because of a lot of weird stuff going back in the day. And one of the
There's
people
always
he had
something weird
mentioned
going
as
on
a
with
cause
FaZe
of him
Clan, apparently.
leaving was FaZe Temper, because according to FaZe Rain, Temper was allegedly bragging about having relations with 17-year-old girls.
This dude looked me in my eyes and said,
I ain't gonna lie, that's a crazy thing to brag about. Hey man, you can't. Hey man, actually no, I'm not gonna repeat it.
Was allegedly bragging about having relations with 17-year-old girls.
this dude looks me in my eyes and says, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I had two 16-year-olds. I'm like, bro, what? Like, how could you tell me that on my mother's heartbeat? That's what he said. He looked me in the eyes and he said that. Okay, again, brother, he told me two 16-year-olds, then on the call, he said, if I said it to sound cool. Okay. So then
That's
goes
not
in the call that we had after with me, you, Apex, Tommy, and he said it was 17-year-old. He admitted it, bro.
Now, I know that's crazy, but heading into October, FaZe Clan finally started to turn everything around after having...
That's a crazy fucking brag. Like, imagine you get in an argument with someone. And their one move, their one unblockable is, hey man, at least I slept with three 16-year-olds. The fuck are you talking about? I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. If I ever had someone tell me that, I'm not gonna lie. A, I'm calling the cops, and B, I'm gonna let them have it. Because I don't even know what to respond. I don't even know how to respond.
Having a rough couple of months, because on the first day of October, they launched their second annual FaZe Subathon, which once again did great as many of the members hit goals that they never even thought were possible. The highlight of the entire Subathon was each member hitting 100,000 subscribers and being ranked 1 through 7 in the leaderboards for active subscribers on Twitch.
That's
now,
crazy.
outside of FaZe, October was just another month that had a lot going on for the world of streaming. Another group thing that happened was the launch of DDG and His Friends official content group known as the Capaholics, and even they ended up having some internal problems during the first day of their streams together, and that came after DDG and J5 had some ongoing animosity after the announcement of the group.
So I said, nigga, I made you, nigga. Yeah, I said it. This is not my homie. You calling some niggas to come fight for you?
I'm just speaking as a group. That's not a real friend group, bro. That's not a real friend group. Like, our friend group was always based off of the ranks of popularity, like, and it's various, and I have various signs. I don't let shit slide so many times, gang, like so many times, because I want to be accepted by a group of niggas I thought was cool.
Now, as the month continued, things started to get more and more weird. And one of the most popular stories throughout the entire month of October was the story about the popular shoe store Cool Kids getting raided and the CEO of that store getting arrested on some pretty hefty charges. And that all stemmed from Cool Kicks allegedly buying a shipment of stolen, unreleased Nike products.
Raided a popular sneaker shop, Cool Kicks, LA, this week in Santa Monica, leading to the felony arrest of owner Adil Shams. Partially captured via live stream, the raid shocked the sneaker community and sparked questions about allegedly stolen merchandise.
The Cool Kicks LA team is speaking out tonight after the owner of the popular sneaker store was arrested.
My boy is good. Cool Kicks is good. The business is good. All this shit that you guys are spreading, all these narratives that you guys have in your head, all these thoughts, ideas, whatever, I promise y'all, I'm telling y'all, you will see that all of that shit is not what you think it is, bro. Trust me.
But if you think that's bad, I promise you the month ended a whole lot worse for Emeru, who literally got assaulted at TwitchCon. And to make matters even worse, obviously this was a very serious situation that happened not only live on Twitch, but at a Twitch event. And even with that, the Twitch staff didn't really do anything about this situation at all.
And I'm really upset because I noticed a lot of negligence around the event, and I'm not happy with the way that they're handling it now. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, well, I asked them, you know, like, what are they gonna do about this? And you know what they said initially? They said, oh, what are they gonna do about
what
this?
is she looking at? I'm sorry. Like, I'm trying to really take this seriously, but Jesus Christ.
And you know what they said initially?
Yo, are you... Dude, is she like a known, like... Is she a known crossfire? Or like... Is this just something that just happened in this moment? Fuck. God, okay.
They said, oh, well, he's banned from the platform for 30 days.
How do they even know this nigga's account? Like, do they just know the nigga account? Like, how do they know this nigga? Well, first of all, that's a bad punishment. Second of all, how do they know this nigga's username? How are you gonna ban this nigga? What are you gonna do? Force him to say his fucking username? He's clearly fine with not interacting with humans the proper way. How the fuck you gonna get actual account information from a guy who doesn't even know how to interact with people?
What?
Now, you're probably wondering how much worse could October possibly have been? Well, if your name is Miskiff, the answer is a whole lot worse. You see, about a week after that whole situation with Emeru happened at TwitchCon, she started speaking out more and more about situations she's been through in her life, and that led to her going live and accusing Miskiff of doing terrible things to her while they were in a secret relationship. And those accusations included very serious things like assault, abuse, and harassment, even stalking. I mean, there was just a whole bunch of crazy things that she was accusing him of, which made him look insane. Like, apparently things even got so bad between those two that Emeru even had to get a restraining order against him.
For a while, he has been indirectly threatening me through my friends and people that I work with. They've informed me that he said that if I ever talked about anything he did, he would try to create a smear campaign against me in retaliation. I was told that he even approached other streamers who were close with us back when we lived together, asking them if they would join with him, and they all refused.
Wow.
At TwitchCon, he approached one of my employees, threatening them and saying if I ever talked about him, he would destroy me. He tried to climb on top of me and aggressively shoved his hand down my pants, and I screamed. And at the time, he also would more often do things like going, like if we were driving in the car together, he would be going like 150 miles an hour, and like one time he even said like, well, now we're both gonna die. Like threatening.
Yo, why do guys like this get put up with? Why do people like this get put up with? Like I'm glad that she's came forth with this, but what? Like, I'm not just talking about just this situation. Why do people like this even get the time of day after a couple of times? This shit is what, like, the nigga's clearly weird.
To kill both of us?
Now in November, things didn't really get much better, because this is when the whole Nina Lynch situation started going viral. Despite the actual situation taking place a little earlier in the year, it didn't really resurface and start going viral until Nina found herself in some drama with another streamer, and that led to the resurfacing of
Hey, I want to give some flowers real quick. This Soluminati called this out way before this was an actual issue. Because like he just said, this happened
Zoe Spencer,
way before.
who we mentioned earlier in the video,
way before it actually mattered.
Silky's assistant Saeed live on stream. So of course with this happening live on...
When Zoe and Soluminati were beefing, he brought this shit up. And that this was an issue.
Everyone was calling for her to be permanently banned or banned for a few months at the least. But instead, she got a slap on the wrist and she got banned for like a few days. And then she returned to Twitch, and yet again, another clip of her assaulting someone else went viral. And then she got banned again, this time for only 1 week. So now it's just been a big question of how does she keep doing these very terrible things live on stream and not getting some type of lengthy ban. But outside of her, there was actually some bright spots in November, such as Rakai, who was basically going viral every single day on the internet for various reasons, especially while he was doing his little back and forth series with Duke Dennis.
And the night before you took him, I told Talila this, I'm like, it's over with, right? I'm like, it's over. They said, yeah, that's the only reason why I didn't tell security not.
I'm putting the bag right now, bro. Right here. Please, right here, bro. Right here, man.
I'm just gonna go right here. Oh shit!
Now, on to December, which was the absolute wildest month of content creation I think the world has ever seen, because there was so much going on throughout the entire month, starting with Rakai getting banned on Twitch for stealing in Walmart and also of scamming clicks for a Fortnite wager. And then after that happened, about a week or so later, the drama-filled Streamer Awards took place, which I believe is the reason for anything negative happening throughout the entire month. I mean, the event itself was literally filled with drama. You had people trying to get a Kanye moment, you had terrible jokes being made by the host, and then people calling the host out for making terrible jokes.
So congratulations to you. Oh, and also congrats on your new documentary with 50 Cent. That was you, right?
Oh god. Damn, that walk off was so fucking. Yo, that shit was so awkward, bro. Nah. And that, oh no, I gotta actually watch that again. I'm sorry.
Congrats on your new documentary with 50 Cent. That was you, right?
She heard no one laughed initially, and then she kind of had to follow up herself. She's laughing at herself because she's once again realizing no one's laughing. And then she just slowly walks away. Because she realized, shit, I may have said something bad. But I'm not gonna lie, bro. Call me stupid, call me crazy. I don't even think that she was wrong for that. I don't really think it matters. Because at the end of the day, if you let your chat say a specific thing, I feel like at the end of the day, it should be fine if someone makes a joke about it. Like, as long as nobody does anything to you physically. If chat says the exact same thing, because chat calls him Diddy all the time, I think, I don't know, at a streamer awards, I don't think it's an issue at all. Unless you don't let your chat say it. You don't let your chat say it, then okay, then she shouldn't be saying it. But chat calls him Diddy all the fucking time, and he mentions it. Hey, bro, just move on. Move on. Move on. Move! Stop! Oh, no. No. Why'd you give the nigga the mic? Oh, my God. You gave this nigga's friend the mic.
If you all gonna be on the mic, now turn this mic, now turn this on. Turn this shit on. If you all gonna be on the mic making jokes, at least let now turn this on. Turn this shit on. If you all gonna be on the mic making jokes, at least let it be funny.
And then even after all of that, you still have to deal with the entire aftermath of the awards as well. For example, I'm sure we all remember the stock guy and how he came out with rumors that he heard Diz saying some crazy things in the bathroom about Fan, who was the host that made the jokes about Kai. Then there was Arn Mouse, who came out and said that Rakai and Ray made her so uncomfortable at the Streamer Awards because they simply asked what she looked like. And then of course after that, you still have the whole entire—
Hey, that is crazy. That's very crazy. I'm not gonna lie. How can you be uncomfortable as a fucking tablet? I don't get it. But hey, man. Anytime I say anything about Iron Mouse, I'm automatically wrong. So I'm not gonna say too much else.
Jordan Pauline and Ty Lil situation. And if that's still not enough, as the month continued, you had Casanat getting hated on by the entire internet for literally no reason. All he did was open up about some of his mental health issues he's been going through and how he's using anime to help him through his situation.
I hope a lot of creators in here and everybody at home and the viewers and the streamers really take care of your mental health. I just noticed that recently I just been going through things in my head, and I was able to, turn to like anime, Death Note, Naruto. Recently, since I've been gone,
nothing wrong with that.
I just been able to,
Death Note is too underappreciated.
But to make matters even worse, after Kai announced his whole mental health thing throughout the entire month, on Christmas Day, Kai took to Twitter to announce that his relationship was officially over, and that led to the internet having all of these think pieces. There was even rumors going around that his girlfriend cheated on him with NBA Youngboy, which I don't believe at all. But the story of the entire month—
high key, best case scenario for Kai, I hope that shit is fake and they're actually still together. Because people get so intertwined into shit that has nothing to do with them. Because why are we having this huge conversation about Kai and Gigi like if it's our relationship? Who gives a fuck? Who cares? Those are two grown people and we're talking about their relationship. And they broke up. Oh shit, Gigi did this, Kai did that. Nigga, who knows and who cares? I ain't gonna lie. If we get something concrete, then I kind of want to hear about it. But until then, bro, like, nigga, that's
definitely been about the ending of FaZe Clan and all of the drama that came with it. It's definitely been a crazy year for streaming, and to be honest, there couldn't have been any more of a fitting ending to a drama-filled year. Now, as we head into 2026, we gotta brace ourselves for the aftermath of this whole month of December, because I'm sure the effects from this month alone is going to carry out throughout the whole next year, so it'll definitely be interesting to see how 2026 plays out. But that's just my personal opinion. As you guys know, the only opinion that I really care about is you guys' opinion. So with that being said, be sure to comment down below and let me know what was your favorite moment of the year. What do you think about all of the drama that took place this year? And what do you think streaming will look like in 2000?
Damn. That was the end. He did not, I mean, he kind of brought it up at the end. He did not talk about FaZe at all. He did not he didn't talk about what happened towards the end of the year with Silky, Lacey, Ron, all of them just leaving. I don't even know what happened because I'm not tapped in like that when it comes to drama. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm not really tapped into none of the drama stuff. Okay, cool. I'm not really tapped into none of the drama stuff, but one thing I will say is that everyone left FaZe, so that automatically that just means that FaZe is over, except for esports, bro. FaZe, they're done. They're gone. It's over. Trash. But what was your favorite thing about streaming in 2025? My favorite thing about streaming in 2025 was really two things. Streaming University was so much fun to watch. It was so fucking cool, so much fun. And DreamCon. I really like even though DreamCon was more of a convention than it was a streaming place, that was when I had my first IRL, and that's where I met a lot of streamers / content creators out there. So yeah, DreamCon, I'm going back again next year. I'm probably gonna do an IRL again there too.